When God calls. When God calls, you answer. Psych! When God calls, the last thing you want to do is answer, because you already know what God wants. Maybe you send God to voicemail. You'll listen when you're ready. That may be in a few days, or months, or years, or not at all. Because the prospect of what God might say fills you with dread, fear, anxiety, because you already know what God is going to say. God is going to call you somewhere into the unknown, out of your comfort zone, to places strange, foreign, unfamiliar to you, to a place full of uncertainties, where nothing is promised, except that God will be with you. And the only thing you can do is trust God. You have to trust God. No, you don't want to answer when God calls. So maybe you run. Run from the phone so you can say, "No, God, I never got the message. I never heard you say that. What was it you said?" Because you know at times following God will be more hills than valleys, and you never like climbing anyway. Always shied away from the challenge. You prefer to be safe on the ground. Because being safe in His arms means there are some things you may have to be protected from. It's a jungle out there, a wilderness, and you know your faith will be tested, you will be tempted, and it's more than you want to bear. So no, you don't want to answer that call, because you know when God calls, the right answer is yes. And you can't imagine what's on the other side of that yes. You can imagine the lives that will be changed, the people who will be set free, the institutions and structures that will be challenged and shaken, the healing and wholeness, the things that will come through you as God uses you, your body an instrument, your hands, God's hands, your feet, God's feet. Lives change because you answered the call and said yes. So when God calls, the last thing you want to do is answer. But the best thing you can do is answer. Because it's not about you, but those destined to be changed by your ministry. So when God calls, you answer, and your answer is yes.